Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. Today is February 27th, 2020, and I have a encouraging dream I want to share with you guys. The Lord's really been showing me stuff quite often. I know I went through a time there where it was very quiet and I was just waiting on the Lord and resting, and this is when I was um, right before I started, before the Lord uh, led me into sharing the truth in that. So things were pretty quiet. But lately, just a lot of different things about my family, who to pray for. But this dream last night definitely shows how close we are, you guys. So I'm going to share this with you. And as always, I ask you guys to please pray for discernment. Take it to the Lord. All right, so in this dream last night, Brian and I were sitting on a front porch. We were sitting there when I saw an old classmate of my brother's come up. Now, my brother is the one that is passed away and is in heaven. His name is Ted. So this gentleman, his name was Tommy, and he grew up with my brother and he went to school with him. Well, he came up to the porch and he had a group of people that were following him. So he comes up on the porch and he invites all the other people to come in. And so they come in and they kind of circle around us and they look kind of solemn. And Tommy says, I heard that your brother died. So they were there, because they had heard this rumor, and they came up and was talking to us. And I said, "Oh no, honey, he hasn't died." I said, "He's still alive." And they were relieved. And as soon as I said that, there was a man beside me. Now this man was extremely tall, and he was dressed all in white. And he was sitting beside me, and he said to me, he said, he will be released tomorrow. Now, I knew immediately in the dream what that meant. I knew that this was talking about the dead in Christ shall rise first. I knew that what he was saying was that his body was going to be reunited with his spirit, that he was going to be released. Okay, that's what he was saying. I knew that exactly what he was saying in the dream. So, again, he was standing when I told the group of people that not to mourn, not to be sad, because he wasn't dead, that he was still alive, okay? His spirit was alive. That's when the tall man, whom I believe obviously was an angel, it had to be. He was very tall, all in white, and he was standing beside me. And that's when he said, he will be released tomorrow. Now, of course, yeah, it's not literally tomorrow, but tomorrow is symbolic of very, very soon, you guys. Now, after the angel said this to me, we just sat and talked. I remember talking to him about my mom and my family. I don't know why. We were just talking about things of the past, and I was pretty excited because I knew that I was going to see my brother pretty soon. So, anyways, I just felt that's really all that happened. It was very encouraging. I had a couple different scenes last night. The other one is again, I don't know if I ever told you guys of the other dream I had where Brian and I were in a barn. It was like the Ark. It was, we went to go in the barn that we always go in to feed our animals, but this one was a lot different. And it was lined with animals, and they were mostly like twos, So, anyways, in this dream last night, again, I was in the barn and I was getting closing it down. I was turning off the lights, whatever work I was doing. I was getting ready to go home, and suddenly my dad appears. He shows up and he was really excited. He said, "Your sister is here. You need to go meet her." And I was like, "Okay." So we were just shutting things down, then we were leaving together. So I know sometimes my sister can represent the church. My sister can also just simply represent a sister in Christ. So I'm not really sure about that dream, but the last part of the dreams I had last night is I was on this cruise ship. And I have never been on a cruise ship, you guys, just so you know. But in this dream last night, I had never been on such a huge... This cruise ship had to have been miles high. I mean, miles high. And I remember looking out the window on it. It was so fancy and stuff inside. And I remember looking out the window. And like I said, we were miles up in the air. It was just pretty fancy, but not a whole lot happened in there. The main thing I wanted to share was the first part. So, again, you guys, I just ask you to please pray for discernment. Take it to the Lord. I pray it encourages you. It sure did me. So, tomorrow, that's saying that it's very, very close, you guys. So, just asking you guys to please stay close to the Lord. Put your armor on, and let's keep lifting each other up. This is what we're supposed to do, you guys. Lift each other up in the Lord. Let's stay strong. Pray for each other. I love you guys, and I pray the Lord blesses you. All right, guys. Bye.